know what I'm saying? You more on the scene. So you develop that reputation. When you're a Mac, you kind of actually play in the background a little more. You know, because you're not about to play no games with women. And if these women not coming correct with you, you ain't even about to waste your time. So when you're a Mac, you play the background and women can feel your energy. When you're a Mac, women feel your energy.
Ooh, what's going on? Witty P dropping in one time. We in the middle of the week. We're going to get over the hump and I'm going to bring some fire. And I'm talking to my man today. And I need to do more videos like this, you know, just talking about game and shit. And today I'm going to talk about the biggest difference between a Mac and a player. Because you have a lot of men out here that think a Mac is a player and a player is a Mac, and you know, they go together and shit like that. Because you'll hear some men talking and say, oh, look, he macking on him. Look here, player. Mac. No, there's a difference. And when you're a player and you're a Mac, you know it's a difference. And in my opinion, the highest level of a man, you know, a single man that deal with women, is a Mac. Yes. Yes. And why do I say this? Because when you're a Mac, the best way and the simplest way I can put it, when you're a Mac, when you deal with women, you use minimum effort. Yes, you barely have to say anything and you barely have to do anything. That's number one when you're a Mac. When you're a player, see, when you're a player, that's the difference. When you're a player, you play games. Play. You play games. You juggle women. So you have to play games. And when you're a player, you got to keep this in mind. Your respect from women can come and go. Because when you're a player, everybody can't always just be so cold and not get caught up. When you're a player and you true to that game, you might get caught up here and there. You know, and women will lose respect for you. When you're a Mac, this is the difference. This is the biggest difference. When you're a Mac, you go through small droughts at times because you don't play no games with women. Yes, when you're a Mac, you don't play no games with women. And this is how you develop your reputation as a Mac. Yes, because when you don't play any games with women, you develop this reputation so women know if they're going to deal with you, they have to be on the serious tip and they can't be playing no games. They got to come with it. Whatever it is, they got to come with it. That's the biggest difference. That's the biggest difference when you're a Mac. You'll go through small droughts because you're not playing no games with women. Men that are, you know, when you're a player, you don't like droughts. You used to have women, you juggling them, so you tell women shit, certain shit sometimes, you know what I'm saying? You know, to get over on them. You're a player, you know what I'm saying? So, some players play by their own rules and shit like that, you know. But a player is a man who's dealing with multiple women, you know, and he's successful at it for the most part, you know. Just to simplify a player, you know. And like I say, when you're a player, you're a little more on the scene. You know, you're a little more on the scene because that's how you also develop your reputation as a player. Because there's people will see you out and be like, oh, look, let me just make up a name. Look at Dre. You know, look at Dre out there. He talking to Ashley, then he talking to Jasmine, then he talking to Crystal, you know. So you're more on the scene. So you develop that reputation as a player. Like, oh, he took Crystal home last week. Now he taking Jasmine home this week. Damn, nigga, player. You know what I'm saying? You more on the scene. So you develop that reputation. When you're a Mac, you kind of actually play in the background a little more. You know, because you're not about to play no games with women. And if these women not coming correct with you, you ain't even about to waste your time. So when you're a Mac, you play the background and women can feel your energy. When you're a Mac, women feel your energy though. Because they know you're not playing no games and you speak a lot with just your look. And you don't talk a lot. You use, you know, simple terminology. You know what I'm saying? You say, hey, we're going here, we're doing this. And women don't give you no talk back, none of that when you're a Mac. That's the highest level of a single man that dealing with, you know, with women. Because when you're a Mac, you will go through droughts because you do not play games with women. And when you're dealing with a lot of women, you know, women will play games. It just is what it is. So that's how men fall into the player category once he start playing those games with those women. But a Mac, he gonna cut that chick off or just not cut off the communication. That's gonna be the biggest difference. See, that's when, I think players start off as Macs, you know, because to be a Mac, you gotta have a lot of women, shit like that. But once they start playing those games with females and shit like that, that's when they become a player because they play the games with them. A Mac, he had the females, but then once they start playing games or not acting how he wants them to act, he let them go. He let them go do whatever. He not playing no games. So them females know, oh shit, I gotta come correct with him because he do not play no games. And I know he ain't about to fuck with me trying to hit him back up and shit like that. A Mac, and then she tell other girls like, hey, that man don't play or shit like that. And word get around, that's how you develop your reputation. So that's why I say a Mac is different because you're gonna let women go. Like, fuck that, I ain't playing no games. Like, I ain't got time for it. And you play more in the background when you a Mac. Like, you know what time it is when you fucking with me. You have a certain look. And a lot of your communication, like I say, you use minimum, you know, words. You don't really talk much. You don't do a lot of talking. You do a lot of talking with your actions and certain looks. Like, you know, they know what time it is when you're a Mac. Flat out. They know what time it is. So I think that's the highest level of a man. You know, when you're a single man, you're dealing with, you know, multiple women and shit like that, is to be a Mac. Because they know how women know how they gotta come at you, and they know you're not playing no games, you know, and you'll cut a chick off in a heartbeat, you know. But women, oh, they give you the best treatment, you know, they give you the best treatment. And yo, when you're a Mac as well, your name don't get out there like the players' names do. See, when you're a player, women eventually your name might get ran through the mud. When you're a Mac, it's almost like women want to keep you to themselves, so they don't even mention you around other women, shit like that, because you deal on such a serious level, you know, and you kind of low key to the point where they want to keep that to themselves. But when you're a player, your name get ran through the mud at times. It just is what it is. That's just what comes with being a player. It comes with the territory. But I need to do more videos like this, you know, because some men, like I say, think Mac and the player is the same thing, but it's not. And that's why I made this video today, to show you, no, there's a difference, you know. When you're a player, you're a Mac, you know, you deal with women, you know there's a small difference. But I love this shit. This is what I do. I could talk about this female nature, dating, relationships. I love all this shit. Now I'm talking to my man today. You know, difference between a player and a Mac and the player, however you know. But let me know what y'all think. Drop them down in the comments. Fire, comment, keep it rolling. Best way you can help is share the video. If you're entertaining, hit that cash app. I love it.